Hi, Cory. Welcome back. Did you have a nice lunch?
Yes, it was lovely. Thank you.
Okay, excellent. So thanks for your time during your lunch break. As I explained to you, I had forgotten at the end of the last session to include your student workbook, which has a couple of small assessments in it, sort of pretty similar to what you've already done through the MS forms. But I appreciate you in filling out those couple of questions during your lunch break. So thank you for that. That covers off all of session 2.
Cool.
So welcome back. Just to recap on what we've done during the last session, we looked at how save and save as for our files to specific locations.
Yeah.
How to locate and open specific files or documents. How to edit text content within a file document. So you've done a really good job in completing your editing. So you went in and you bolded, italicized, and underlined. And you've got all those different, there's so many different formatting things that you can do in Word. So you'll have hours of fun in there. And then we looked at the appropriate applications for editing MS Word documents. So for this session, I would like you to get more familiar with your computer. So we're going to look at removing files and applications, how to save and close all files, documents, or applications, and then how to deactivate your digital device.
Okay.
So we're going to review and expand on the learning that we've already done.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to close and remove some specific files and documents. We're going to learn how to deactivate your digital device. There'll be knowledge quiz and feedback at the end. And then we're going to have a little chat about how we're moving forward and just with our mentoring and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay.
So that'll take up some of our session as well. So what are the applications of closing down our, what are the benefits of closing applications correctly? What do you think? So when we look at your Word,
you might accidentally lose some work if it's not closed down properly.
Yeah. One of the other things that can happen is as well, if your computer decides to do an auto update and you haven't closed your applications properly, that can have issues with it as well. So the reasons we have listed here, it saves any updates on your work that you've already performed. Make sure that you don't corrupt any of your files or applications. Yeah. Oh, sorry. And I just wanted to come back to you. So during my lunch break, I did a little bit of work as well.
Oh.
So it turns out that Microsoft Access is actually like a database, so you can use it for storing like a large amount of files.
Okay.
So say your information for like a group, you know, like people that are subscribing to your Qantas deals and things like that.
Okay.
So that's what Microsoft Access is used for. There we go.
Cool.
We both learned something new today.
We did.
So how we close a document. So closing a document is exactly the same as all the other applications as well. So you can clearly see there that you just click the X up in the top right-hand corner.
Uh-huh.
So I might get you to have a go at doing that now with your, have you got your effective communication document open at the moment?
I think I do. So yes, I do.
Yeah. So up in that top right-hand corner, that's your left-hand corner, sorry. So
just the X.
Once you press save and that document is now saved, yeah, and press X. So really important before we do anything that we always save first.
Yeah.
So removing a file or an application and then how to retrieve it from the recycle bin. This is really important. It's almost as important as your Control-Z or your undo button.
Mm-hmm.
So is how to, when you've realized that you've deleted a big pile of files because you got fat fingers, or you thought you had finished with that file and you've deleted, or you've deleted the wrong version, for example. So really important that we know how to actually be able to retrieve things. So if we're looking at retrieving, or first of all, deleting a file, we select the file, we right-click on it, and we press delete.
Okay.
And it's slightly different for applications, and we'll go through them once we've deleted a file and an application, how to retrieve them. So if you would like to go into your File Explorer and go into your Downloads folder, and then if you'd like to right-click on the importance of effective communications, and then you can choose the little trash can. Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Excellent. So that's now deleted. Pardon me. Now, the other thing to learn how to do is how to delete applications. So if you'd like to go down to your search bar and search for an application, so search for maybe OneNote or Access. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So just press the back button on that. Go home. So just try that again. So go down to the search bar, look up, so right click on Access. So up here.
Right click.
Yes. Yeah. And you can uninstall.
Okay. So I wanted to get rid of that and all of its folders.
Yeah.
I would uninstall it.
Yes, it would completely take it out of your computer.
Can't do that just right now.
That's fine, but you know where the option is. If you've downloaded an app, like say a video game application, and you then want to get rid of it, that's how you uninstall. So just right click on the application and press uninstall.
Sure.
So most important thing then is trying to find it back again. So if you look up recycle bin, or bin might work in your search bar. Yeah, try
bin.
Yeah. Nope, didn't work. So recycle. So search recycle.
Oh, there, recycle bin. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is everything that you have in your recycle bin. So if you want to click on multiple things, because you go in there and you go, oh, I've deleted all those things that I shouldn't have. So you can click on, you can select those items. And then restore all items, or restore the selected items, because you've only select one item there, so you just restore that one. And that will, if you go back into your downloads folder, you see it's been restored back into the folder
where
it was deleted from. Exactly.
That makes sense.
Okay. So that is how we remove a file, and then we uninstall a program or an application, and then we can retrieve them from the recycle bin. Another option for finding your recycle bin really quickly is one of those shortcuts that we looked at in the last session. So Control D. Sorry, Windows D.
Windows D?
Yeah. And that brings you onto your desktop, and then you can see you got the recycle bin, and it's full of paper. Okay. So you got piles of things in there. So you could just select all and empty that trash can. Or maybe not.
Maybe not.
I don't like leaving my bins either.
I don't leave for now.
So back onto our Teams page, if you wouldn't mind. So should be looking at how to deactivate digital devices. Excellent. So we click on the Microsoft menu icon and your bottom taskbar. You click on the power button, and then you've got numerous options in there that you can choose from. So you've got restart, shut down, or sleep.
Okay.
So with a restart, that means that the computer will do any updates that are currently queued up to happen within your device. Okay. So it's a really good option. It means that you don't come into work and you're being forced into doing an update, which takes 15 or 20 minutes. So but if you actually do a restart on your computer every day, that means that those large updates are very, very rarely happen. Okay. Sleep puts your computer into sleep mode. So if you know you're going to be away from your desk for a while, you can have that set up in your settings as well. Anyway. Okay. So we would just get you to press shut down, and that would shut down your computer. So rather than just closing down the front of your laptop, or just pressing X on everything, that's the option to go for, to make sure that you're that you don't end up with corrupted applications and a corrupted computer. So
save everything.
Save everything.
Close everything.
Yeah, and then press the restart, and then the
Power. Yeah.
exactly. Beautiful. Okay. So, I have a little activity for the two of us to do together.
Yeah. Okay.
So obviously part of your role at DMS is going to be that you are interacting with clients on a daily basis, whether that's online or in person. I don't know how much you'll be doing online or actually in the office where you'll be meeting face to face with people, but you're going to be interacting with clients. And a couple of the big things that they'll be asking you to help with, which I mentioned in the previous session, was helping to find documents that have gone missing on their computer, and also how to create a folder so they can tidy their things correctly and not lose those documents moving forward. Or at least you would hope that that's what they would ask you to do anyway. So I would like the two of us to sit down and for you to actually run through with me you as the employee at DMS, and me pretending to be a client who's come in and is all, you know, higgledy-piggledy because I've lost my really important files. So I'd like you to be able to show me how to find that document on my computer and also how to create a Word folder.
Okay.
Does that sound okay?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Try that.
All right, so I'm going to take a seat here. I'm going to have obviously my computer with me because my files are on my computer. And I'll close down all of these files that I have here so that you're able to access my computer. Sorry, I've got quite a few things open here.
You did, haven't you?
It's been a busy day in the office. Should be nearly there. Oh dear. Yeah, right. So
There you go.
excellent. Nice clean desktop to work with.
Good.
Okay, so right. So we start with me introducing myself as the client and you introducing yourself as the DMS employee. Okay. All right. Hello, my name's Margie and I've lost all my files. Can you help me?
Yes, I can. I'm Cory and I'm working with the DMS.
Okay.
Yes, that's what we do here. We help you find your files.
Okay. So I have this big file and it's got all of my family genealogy and all the history of my family in it, and it's in one big document and I can't find it anywhere on my computer.
Okay. Well, why don't we take a look and see if we can find it?
Okay, because I've no idea where it is. I can't see it in any of the folders.
Okay.
So I know it's called family history.
Right. Well, have you tried searching for it?
How do you do that?
See this little search bar down here at the bottom.
Okay.
Type in.
Okay.
Family history.
Yeah.
And hit enter.
Yeah. Oh, there's my file. Okay. Thank you so much. Oh, that's a relief. Okay, so I don't want this to happen again. So how do I make sure that I don't lose that?
Right. Oh, well, okay. Well, why don't we? So the best way to do it would be to create a new folder.
Okay. How do I do that?
You click on your Windows folder explorer. Go to say desktop.
Yeah.
So your desktop is your basic front page of your computer. So if you want something really important,
yes,
and you want to find it,
yes,
then let's put it
okay,
the first place that you'll find it.
Okay.
So let's go to our desktop.
Right.
And I can just, if I right click, I believe,
Okay.
add new,
Okay.
and then it gives me this drop down,
Yes.
and I can add a new folder.
Okay.
And why don't we call that one, what was it, family?
Marge's folder.
Marge's folder.
And then I put my files in there.
Marge's folder.
Because other people use this computer as well, but I want to make sure I find my stuff.
That's taking a little step further. Let's go into Marge's folder. This is your folder now, so everything that you want to save, you can save in this folder.
Okay, yeah.
Why don't we just click into the folder, and then we can have a little subfolder in here with your.
Okay, so we put in.
So we could have photos. We could have, your family genealogy. We could have your tax folder. For.
So let's put in my family history.
This is a subfolder.
Yes.
So when you click into Marge's folder, then you click into whatever you want after that.
Okay.
Okay. So why don't
family history.
History and just enter.
Okay.
And then okay, so why don't we create a little folder in Marge's folder for photos?
Yes. Okay.
So you can hide photos there. So if I right click on one of Mars.
Okay.
Go to new.
Okay.
Folder.
Yeah.
And I want to call this one name. So yeah. Just oops.
Okay.
Okay, so anytime somebody sends you a photo, you can pop it in there. So, and then you can open this and find photos but you have to put them in.
Okay.
So there's nothing in that folder yet.
So if I go back into my file and click on it, so then I'm going to save that into this folder. How do I do that?
Ah, right. Okay. Right. So let's say you've got a Word document that you're working on.
Yes.
So we would need to do save as.
Okay.
And then we'll start with this blank document.
Yes.
So open a blank document. And we're not going to write anything on this. I'm just going to save as.
Okay.
So that you can come back to this and edit if you want.
Okay.
Now, this will just save. And it will save that blank document to wherever.
Okay.
But we don't want that. We want to save it as name.
Yeah.
And then save it to a place.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to go to our file.
Yes.
Scroll down till we got to save as.
Yes.
Click on that one and enter the file name here. So I'm just going to call this one doc for now. But down here on your left hand side, it's asking you to add a place.
Yes.
See where are you going to save it to?
To my Marge's folder.
Marge's folder. That's where we want to save it?
Yes.
Excellent. We should have another folder for Marge's documents. We'll get there. We can do that. But I'm going to save it. I'm going to look for the folder we want to save it in. So
Okay.
I'm going to browse. This will give me a list of all the folders that I can add.
Okay.
Now I know that it's on my desktop.
Yes.
So I'm going to go there first.
Okay.
And there's Marge's folder.
Okay.
So I'm going to double click in here.
Yeah.
And
I think put it in my family history.
We put it in the family history.
Yes.
Folder. So double click in there.
Yes.
It's already called a name. So all we have to do is just save.
Okay.
Okay. Next. So what we're going to do before we leave here, I'm going to close this down. So I'll just close down the Word document.
Yes.
I'm going to close down.
Okay.
So we're back to where this is your first page.
Original screen,
whenever
yes.
you open your computer, this
Yes.
is the first page you see.
Yeah.
And you look up here on your
Yes. I can see my folder.
top left.
Yeah.
Is Marge's folder. If you double click on that one, just click, it will open. And then it'll open directly into your subfolders.
Okay.
So where we hit that where we save that document to, was into file history, and there's the document. So all I have to do is double click on them, and it will open the new Word document.
Awesome.
But another way to get there is if you open the Word document, if you open Word itself, so let's close this down. Close that down again. If I go to down here,
Yeah.
I'm going to search for Word. We want a Word document. Just W on Word comes up straight away.
Okay.
And this will open your Word home screen, but we want to open the file. So this is just the home screen of Word.
Yeah.
We're going to go to open. We want to open the file that we created.
Yes.
If I browse for a place, brings me to.
I can see it there.
There it is.
Awesome.
Straight away.
Okay. Awesome. That's great, Cory. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Is there anything else I can help you with this day?
No, I'm very happy. Cheers.
Excellent.
Okay. Right. End of role play. Thank you, Cory. You've done an awesome job with that.
Thank you very much.
That was your first time dealing with a client, a customer. Yeah. How did you feel about that?
It was good. Yeah.
You did a really great job of explaining. You were really patient.
Okay.
You stayed really calm because people are coming in.
Yes.
Lost files are going to be quite elevated. So that's something that you need to be aware of. And yeah, using that nice placid tone will keep everybody else quite calm as well.
Okay.
So you've done really well. And yeah, you gave me lots of different options, and you answered what I asked you to do, and then you went above and beyond as well. So great customer service. So you've done an excellent job with that. So and you've implemented all of the skills that we've learned over the last 3 sessions. So yeah, I'm super impressed with how well you've gone with that. So bear with me just a moment while I get on to my correct desktop again. Thank you. Right. Now, so that was our activity conclusion. So we've gone over why it's important to remove files correctly, so we don't end up like Marge.
Yes, we don't.
We know where things are. We've looked at how to remove files and applications.
We did.
How to activate digital devices, and thank you, Cory.
Oh, you're welcome.
You've done amazingly. I'm super impressed with how well you've gone with all of the activities.
Cool.
It's been super great looking after you. So I do have some things that I would like to chat to you about. If you can just bear with me a second. So I'm hoping that at the end of this, you feel that you have more skills and confidence to be able to deal with a difficult customer like Margie that comes in sort of all afraid and scared because they've lost their files.
Yeah, I think so. Yes. The role playing part was actually really good because you don't know what you're going to expect. It was good to see that I was able to sort of try and calm the situation down.
Yeah.
Quite happy with that.
Excellent. So from my perspective, you've done really well in reaching all of our learning objectives. So you've been able to give me really great answers. You've obviously understood the content, and you've been able to implement it as you did in that role play. So that's super exciting. I suppose some of the things that I would advocate for you to do is to get involved in other groups as well that are able to build on your skills. So other online forums that you can go into, like LinkedIn, where you can meet other people that are doing similar things to you and can help build on your skills, give you hints and tips and that sort of thing.
I'll have a look at that.
Yeah. So it's good for you as well to to have a look back on these things and reflect on, you know, what you think went well and what, you know, mightn't be going so well either. You know, such as when I you know, the QR code didn't work, or I'd given you an activity and it actually didn't have all the right answers in it, you know, and that's one of the important things for my role, is making sure that the learning resources are all okay. But yes, so I suppose we need to sort of come back to our objectives and what we were hoping to get out of in your mentoring plan, which was that you would create that document for a Word document to how to create folders and subfolders, which, judging by what you've just done, you're going to smash it out of the park.
Cool.
There was also a Teams recording as well.
Yeah.
Is that something that you think you're going to be capable of doing? Because that's what we're doing right now.
Yeah, I think that should be okay.
And there's a lot of resources available online as well, and also through your ITS help desk.
Help.
Yes, exactly. Yes. So I suppose feedback for you is that you've done really well in that role playing session. You've answered all of the questions all throughout these sessions. So you should be really confident in your skills base. And I think now it's just going to be a matter of repetition and getting really comfortable with knowing. Just
more practice.
More practice. Exactly right. Yes. So I suppose moving forward, I'll update your learning plan and get that sent back to you, and we'll get that signed off. And we should be good to start with our progress updates in 2 weeks' time. Do you have any questions for me before we get to our feed for you to give me feedback?
No, it was really good. Your role playing was very well done. Yes, I could see how anxious you were losing your files. Very well done.
It's really important when we're doing role plays like that that it has to be real life situation. If I had lost all of my family history, I would be very, very anxious. Yeah, exactly. So that was why it was so important for me.
Very good.
Yeah. Any other feedback about all of the sessions in general and the activities and everything that we've done?
I think everything was covered pretty well. I didn't see I was able to actually jump back into this and use a computer again, so I'm pretty happy with how everything went.
Okay, excellent. Right, well, in that case, I think we've more or less got everything covered. Unless you have anything further that you'd like to add.
No, I think we're good. Maybe check in a couple of weeks' time and see how we go.
I'll see you in 2 weeks' time. That's awesome. Thanks, Cory. Cheers.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.